The stadium lights blazed over the pitch, casting long shadows across the green, but none of that mattered in the opening seconds. All eyes were on one figure standing poised near the center of the attack. The tension in the crowd was palpable, not just because points hung in the balance, but because everyone knew what was about to unfold. There are players who chase matches, and then there are players who chase moments. This was a moment shaped for Cristiano Ronaldo. Tonight, he would do more than score. Tonight, he would orchestrate. Tonight, he would help Al Nassr FC maintain their place at the summit of the Saudi Pro League, with a goal and an assist that would leave fans in awe. The weight of leadership. Al Nassr had been perched at the top for weeks, but every league leader knows that maintaining supremacy is harder than claiming it. Rivals lurk behind, waiting for a slip. Headlines dissect every pass. The pressure of expectation is relentless. Inside the locker room, the atmosphere was tense but focused. The players had trained hard, prepared for the strategies, but none of that mattered as much as composure. Ronaldo, ever the veteran, sat quietly, lacing his boots with deliberate precision. Around him, younger teammates fidgeted nervously, feeling the gravity of the night. They understood, intuitively, that sometimes one man's presence can alter the course of a match. And Ronaldo, as always, had that presence in spades. The opening flurry. The match began with intensity. Opponents pressed high, probing the defense, attempting to exploit even the tiniest gap. Al Nassr's midfielders moved with purpose, but the pressure was relentless. Ronaldo drifted between lines, watching and waiting. He didn't chase the ball. Instead, he allowed the game to come to him, observing the rhythms of his teammates and the opposition. This patience, this sense of timing, is what separates legends from great players. After 10 minutes, a half-chance opened. Ronaldo received the ball near the edge of the box, shielded it from a defender, and flicked a pass to a teammate. It wasn't perfect, but it signaled intent. He had already begun to control the match without scoring. The assist, vision and timing. The first decisive moment of the night wasn't a goal. It was creation. Ronaldo pulled back, inviting defenders to follow, stretching the opposition's shape. He noticed a teammate darting into the perfect pocket of space. Without hesitation, he delivered a perfectly weighted pass. It split the defense cleanly, and the forward's first touch was immaculate. The shot followed immediately. Goal. The stadium erupted. Not in disbelief, this was expected from a player of Ronaldo's stature, but in appreciation of the precision, the foresight, the intelligence required to execute such a move. The goal was credited to the striker, but the crowd knew the architect. Ronaldo didn't celebrate extravagantly. He nodded, jogging back to position. Leadership isn't always loud. Sometimes, it's a quiet signal that everything is under control. The game shifts. After the assist, Al Nassr's confidence grew visibly. Passes were crisper. Movements synchronized. The opposition sensed the change and pushed harder, creating a tense, physical contest. Ronaldo tracked back several times, pressing aggressively, cutting off passing lanes. At this stage in his career, it's not just physical ability that counts. It's experience. Every sprint, every positional adjustment is calculated. And every action sent a message: we will not surrender our lead without a fight. The goal, sealing authority. The second half was underway, and the scoreboard remained narrow. Every chance mattered. Then, the defining moment arrived. A ball bounced favorably in the attacking third. Ronaldo's reaction was instantaneous. A controlled touch, a shift of weight, and he struck with power and precision from just outside the penalty area. The net bulged. The crowd erupted. Teammates swarmed him, but he stood tall, fists clenched, eyes scanning the stadium. This was more than a goal. It was a statement. Supremacy isn't given, it's defended. Beyond numbers, influence on the field. The statistics tell one story: one goal, one assist. But the narrative on the pitch is richer. Ronaldo's positioning pulled defenders out of place, creating space for teammates. His constant communication guided younger players, preventing mistakes before they happened. His pressing forced turnovers and slowed opposition momentum. A five-star performance isn't measured in goals alone. It's influence. It's control. And Ronaldo displayed it in every second he spent on the field. Leadership by example. Moments of brilliance are fleeting. Leadership is enduring. In the final minutes, when fatigue crept in, Ronaldo didn't withdraw. He encouraged, guided, and intervened. A misplaced pass was corrected by his intervention. A defensive lapse was preempted by his positioning. Younger teammates followed instinctively. They understood what it meant to have a player like Ronaldo leading not only in talent but in presence and decision-making. Fans and legacy. Even after the final whistle, fans lingered, replaying the goal and assist, debating the clever touches, reveling in the authority he had displayed. They weren't just celebrating a win. They were celebrating assurance. Al Nassr remained atop the league table. Confidence was restored, momentum preserved, and it was all orchestrated by one man who knows how to rise to moments that define seasons. Why this match matters. League titles aren't won by single games. But certain matches define the character of a team, the direction of a season. By scoring and assisting, Ronaldo did more than secure points. He restored faith, set the tone for the remaining fixtures, and reminded everyone, opponents, teammates, and fans alike, why he continues to be the standard of excellence in football. Conclusion: the mark of a 5-star performance. As the stadium emptied and the night sky enveloped Riyadh, one truth lingered in the minds of everyone who watched: greatness is not just measured by goals or assists. It's measured by influence, timing, leadership, and the ability to control a match when the stakes are highest. Cristiano Ronaldo, once again, proved all of these in one match. He scored, he assisted, he led, and in doing so, kept Al Nassr at the summit, a demonstration of football mastery that will be remembered long after the season ends.